Hey, what's going on, Aries? Butch here. I am going to do your August read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Aries for August 2023? What can we see for Aries? What message do we have for Aries? What do you got going on for Aries, universe? All right, Aries. So the first thing I see, Aries, I feel like there is someone new coming in. And with this person, I do feel like it starts off physically. I feel like that's where I began. And I feel like that's the intention this person had. You know, I feel like they were drawn to you physically. You know, they really never had any game plan after that. You know, like I said, I feel like there was a strong physical attraction with this person. And I figured what I see is that this person wasn't looking past that. They weren't looking for anything. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the fact that they didn't know what they were looking for anyway. But I feel like since the beginning of this, first, that attraction, you know, then we have this person finding themselves not being able to think about anything but you. You know, they weren't expecting to find what they found, in a nutshell. You know, they thought they were meeting you for a good time. They seen someone they could have a good time with. But what they didn't account for was the fact that they find themselves thinking about you after. And I feel like they didn't see what was right in front of them because they didn't know what they were looking for. But very quickly, this person knows what they want. You know, they didn't see this coming. They weren't expecting to fall. You know, they weren't expecting to get wrapped up in anything. They weren't expecting... I just feel like you know, the freedom this person has had, they're always afraid of losing that. But with you, it's almost like it's this brand new adventure that they want to be a part of. So now they know what they want. You know, things are changing for this person, and things they didn't expect to change. You know, sometimes when we're alone for a long time, and I feel like this person has been alone, you know, we kind of live that lifestyle. But what we don't realize, what they didn't realize, is you never really stop looking for someone. Just sometimes when you don't know what you want, it makes it a lot harder to find. It's like walking around a candy store looking for that perfect candy that you want. But if you don't know what you want, it's hard to find it. So you can find yourself just continuously walking around trying different candies. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that live that single lifestyle, they get used to it. And it's hard to get out of that. But what really gets you out of that lifestyle is finding someone that is worth putting all that behind for. And like I said, a lot of big changes. Even though this person didn't realize it, they've been waiting for you. This light is driving me crazy. You know, with that three of wands, that ship has finally come in. You know, it's like waiting for something, even though you're not necessarily feel like you're waiting, but we're always waiting. You know, we're always looking. We're always, even if we don't think we're looking, we're looking. And we don't realize it till we find it. Now, with this person, like I said, I mean, I feel like they know what they want now. They've seen it. And until you see what you want, it is hard to know what it is that you want. But I see this person putting a lot of work to come back to you, to make this work, to, you know, get your attention the way you got theirs. You know, they don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to have any regrets. And like I said, even more so, I feel like when you first met this person, it was very nonchalant. It was very, you know, there was no commitment offered in the beginning. But that's all changed. Like I said, with that Six of Swords, it's all changed. What they want, they know now what they want. You know, with this person, they see this as a brand new adventure. An adventure they want to be part of, very much so. You know, they see the potential here. You know, with that page of wands, they see the potential here. They see something worth fighting for. And it's been a long time, if ever, they felt that way. And that's why you caught them off guard, because they weren't expecting to feel this way. But now that they do, they're willing to fight for it. Now with this person, the more and more you find yourself with this person, the stronger you both feel. You know, looking forward to the future. Feeling like you make each other better. You know, we have new love. So this isn't just your everyday connection. This is something much more. It's much deeper. And then we have the Lover's card. You know, this is deeper than either one of you expected. But even more so, it's mostly them that didn't expect this. Like I said, they weren't looking for their person. Or at least they didn't think they were going out looking for that person. They were just going out to have a good time. And with you, they see someone they can have a good time with continuously. You know, something that can really be something they can build a foundation around. You know, a lot of people think that, and generally, you know, building that foundation. The thing is, I have a friend of mine. I mean, I know I have lots of friends, but one of my friends, one of the things that really caught me off guard one time, he told me, he was always kind of like, not the player, like he didn't play people, he didn't manipulate, he didn't do any of that thing. He just always looked for girls that didn't want anything. You know, he just wanted to have a good time. You know, having hookups, stuff like that. People that wanted to do that too. And then, like he said, I just never thought I'd ever meet someone that was on my level. Someone that wanted the same things as me. You know, I don't want to get hooked up in a relationship and get, you know, be home on a Saturday night. That's not my idea of a relationship. And he said all these, you know, girls that did want something more from me, I just got that vibe. I didn't get the vibe that they were, you know, that they were looking for an adventure. And that's what I want. I want adventure, but I couldn't find an adventure partner. Then he met this girl, and they've been together ever since. And the thing is, he said, I realized that it wasn't the fact that it's not that I didn't want a relationship. I just wanted to find a relationship that wanted the same things as me. I didn't want a relationship tying me down. And that's the thing. There's people out there that want the same thing. So when you find it, don't be that surprised that somebody else is on your level. Somebody else wants the same things. They want adventure. They want to be spontaneous. They want to have, you know, they want to have fun. It doesn't mean they don't want to be with someone. They just don't want to be with someone that's holding them back. And with this person, they don't feel held back by you. They feel like you're someone that can be their ride or die. You know, their partner in crime. They see forward movement here, and they want forward movement. And I feel like they're going to communicate that with you. You know, so you may be surprised that this person wants more than you may have thought they wanted. And I feel like you're going to be happily surprised by that. You know, I feel like this person is going to be very honest with you when they open up that communication with you. I feel like this person isn't going to hold back. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Because they finally met their match. They met someone that it doesn't seem like as much of a commitment. And that's the thing with people. Is almost everybody wants to be in a relationship. It's just the type of relationship they want is hard to find. Finding someone on the same wavelength as you can be hard to find. You know, the last thing somebody that's outgoing and spontaneous wants to do is get in a relationship with somebody that's a hermit, that doesn't want to leave the house. Now, there's people out there that want that type of relationship. They want to be with someone that on a Saturday night they're tasting cheese and wine at home, watching a movie. That's good for some people. That's not what this person wants. At least not now. You know, time will come when things change. When you get older, start a family, you know. But they want to live every day. They want to live life, and they feel drawn to you. You know, they see that in you. They see someone that can challenge them and push them, just like they can challenge and push you. And from the very moment that this connection started and the person started really thinking about you, it's only been you that they've been thinking about. You have all their attention. You know, they're feeling like they finally found where they were meant to be. You know, they're a safe place. And trust me when I say this, they will protect that. Like I said, this person wants to live. They want to adventure. They want to have fun. And they want to have someone they can have fun with. But that's the thing with some people. It's like, it's so hard to get a relationship when you're like that because you're afraid that the person is just trying to tell you what you want to hear. You know, you're afraid that you're going to get in a relationship and then you get tied down. Trust me when I say this, I've seen lots of relationships that are no way, shape, or form tied down. You know, but it's about finding your partner in crime. Someone that has your back, someone that enjoys the things you enjoy. And they're the relationships that really work the best. They're the ones that you find someone that's on the same wavelength. You know, someone that wants to experience things, somebody that wants to be spontaneous and just do things because they want to do it. Someone that wants to be challenged and wants to challenge their person. And that's what you're going to find with this person. You know, and I feel like you're really going to balance each other out. You know, there's a lot of balance in between you guys. Because there's a strong physical, which started it. You know, it started that fire. But the mental compatibility and the emotional compatibility is what's keeping it together. It's the glue. And you may not have expected it from this person because you may have, you know, like I said, I feel like they've always been honest about it. So I feel like that first initial physical attraction is what brought you together. But it's not what's holding you together. You know, I see a long and happy future here. You know, I feel like you're going to play a very important role in each other's life for a while to come. And one of the biggest things I see here as well is that moon card. You know, this person finally realizing it wasn't that they didn't want to be with someone, they didn't want to be with the wrong person. So I feel like that's why they've been, you know, kind of running that single scene for a while. They'd rather be single than be in a relationship they didn't want to be part of. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with knowing what you want and settling for nothing less. Like I said, I mean, we have the Seven of Swords. This person was standing their ground. They got what they wanted, and they move on. I don't feel like they were being malicious about it. I don't feel like they were being, misleading at all. Some people enjoy that. Like I said, my friend that I was talking about, he would have different girls all the time, and he would just have girls that he called. He had this one girl I know for a fact because I met her a few times. He said they didn't get along, but physically they were a match, and they would hook up whenever they wanted to hook up with each other, but they never ever went any further than that because they didn't want that. She didn't want that. He didn't want that. And it's all about finding the person that wants the same things as you, authentically, not someone that's going to say they want the same things, and then when they get you, the parameters change. That can be one of the biggest fears of a lot of people that are single, is getting in a relationship, being promised something, and then finding out what you were promised was someone selling ice cubes. Well, like I said, this person isn't going to hold back because, like I said, they see what they want. They're going after it. They see someone that can make them happy and they can make happy. I mean, we have a lot of happiness, like I said, moving forward. A lot of joy, you're going to have a really good time with each other. A lot of happiness with that sun card, and then we get that emotional fulfillment. It started from physical. There's always the one thing that brings you to the door, but without anything else, they're not going to want to cross through. They're not going to want to come in. They're just there. They're getting what they want. They're getting out. Like I said, this person didn't want to start anything with someone that they didn't want to start with. They knew what they wanted, and we can't blame people for that, as long as they're being honest with us. And like I said, now this person knows what they want, and they're going to be honest to you about it. With this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You have a little Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The worst thing you could do when you meet someone is try to force them into a situation they don't want to be in. Because sometimes you can talk people into things that they don't want to do, but you can't consistently keep that up. And one of the worst things to do, as another bad thing to do in relationships, is when you first meet someone, when you first go through the dating or getting to know you period, don't ever tell someone things that you have no intentions of doing. And don't ever tell someone things that you want when you know damn well you don't. Because you're just wasting their time and you're wasting yours. And like I said, with this person, they're going to be very clear what they want. And they knew what they wanted the whole time, even if they didn't know it. Sometimes we know better. Like when I met Rose, it was like I wasn't really looking for anything because I'd already been hurt enough times to know that it probably wouldn't end well. So it was kind of like I was in my own island, my own single island, where I wasn't looking for anybody. I wasn't approaching anybody. But when she approached me, we hung out, and I just didn't feel alone anymore. I felt like we were on the same page. I feel like we were going in the same direction. And it was like I found my partner in crime. The right person will change your mind about anything. And I feel like I said, I feel like we know what we want. Sometimes it's deep down inside. Sometimes until we find that person, we don't know. There's a lot of people out there that say, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to, and some people say, I don't want to be single. But until you meet the right person, I feel like that's when a lot of the answers that we have, we find the answer. The questions that we have, the right person will give you the answer. I hope that makes sense. But like I said, with this person, they didn't know what they were getting into. Now they do. And they're more than happy to continue that way. They found what they were looking for, and they're not going to give it up without a fight. Be good. Stay safe. See you soon.